Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the webinar today. It's going to be a great 30 minutes or so talking all things cruise and cruise technology and how they will help you grow your businesses looking ahead. My name is Christian, and I'm the head of sales for Traveltek here in APAC. I'm going to share some slides in a moment, whiz you through the agenda, and then show you lots of exciting information and a bit of a live demo as well, because it's always nice to see everything come to life. So I'm going to share my screen first of all and head across to PowerPoint just to show you the formal presentation, and then we'll skip around a little bit so you can see how technology can help you. So as I mentioned today, then we're going to focus on how technology can help power your cruise success. And this will really help take your business and your cruise sales to the next level, which is really, really exciting. So what we're going to look at today then is a quick welcome and intro, including who we are, who's Traveltek. Give you a very quick but exciting and interesting overview of the cruise market. Look a little bit about different cruise products, as the right product for the right customer is key in helping to grow your cruise business. Then we'll look at how Traveltek technology can help you sell more cruise with a couple of live demos as well. And then over for Q&A. There is a Q&A function in Zoom meetings here. So during the webinar, please sort of ask your questions and then I will answer them at the end. I'm hoping today will only be 30 minutes or so, more or less, but if you have more questions, then I'm happy to go over that as well. So very quick introduction. So I'm Christian. I'm the head of sales for Asia Pacific for Traveltek. Despite the accent, you may think I'm British, which I am, but I'm based in sunny Australia and look after all of APAC. I'm very well versed in travel, including B2B sales, where I spent sort of probably 7-8 years before Traveltek working for hotel beds, with my focus then being the sales of ancillaries across Asia Pacific. So it's a market I understand well and I'm very passionate about. So exciting to talk about how Traveltek can help you as well. So who are we? So Traveltek, we're by no means a new company. So we have over 25 years of experience. We focus exclusively on leisure travel, but what we're really, really famous for and renowned for as well is our cruise and our cruise technology. We have over 180 customers globally, including many here in Australia, in New Zealand, and also across Southeast Asia and India as well now. So we really understand sort of different markets and cruise in different markets as well, which is key. But we're a lot more than cruise only. So we also have countless other integrations, including all 4 GDSs, plus hotels, transfers, activities, etc. So one of the great things working with us is we can focus on cruise only, but at the same time, we can grow your leisure travel business overall. So we're quite an exciting partner because we do so much. At the bottom there, you can see some of our customers here in Australia. Like I mentioned, we also have customers across Southeast Asia and India as well. We like to see ourselves as a global player, but with a local presence. So where that's really key is you have that in-time zone support, be it through sales or our support team as well, which I think is pretty special. So looking then at the next slide, and this is quite an interesting statistic. So now 20% of customers prefer to book cruises online. That 20% is quite a healthy figure. I think that will increase and increase. But I think where technology is key is most people now are searching online, even if they book directly with a travel agent. So to help your travel agency be efficient, grow, get qualified leads, it's really, really important to have a great web presence, great tools, because many customers now will come to you and will have carried out that initial research. And so your website, etc., are your shop window. So this is something that we can really help with. So then you've got world-class technology, world-class websites to help your customers then decide to book with you rather than with a competitor. Also really interesting is global cruise capacity is projected to grow by 19% by 2028. So that is a massive growth. And a lot of that growth is here in Asia Pacific, where probably the best example is all the excitement at the moment about Disney Adventure being based in Singapore. Traveltek are one of the few people that have connectivity with Disney Cruise Lines. And technology is key for a product like that, where it's 2 sailings a week on the biggest Disney ship ever. So you need sort of integrations, API, live availability, bookability to help products like that be a success. So now really is the time where all eyes are on Asia Pacific, where we have so much potential, growing middle classes, growing disposable income, and great flights across the region as well. As well as the opportunity we have within APAC, we also have that shift in who's booking a cruise. So what's really interesting now is how the average age has dropped. So again, this is where technology is key, where sort of a lot of sort of younger people, again, rely 100% on technology, be it browsing on their phones, using social media, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So again, to have that web presence is key to help attract this younger demographic. 71% of travelers are thinking about taking their first cruise. So again, that technology is key to attract them and make sure they come to you rather than to a competitor. And we see as well really high repeat rates for cruisers. So as soon as you won a first-time cruiser, you're very likely to attract them as a repeat client, which is brilliant for everyone, where then it saves you all the costs of marketing, because then you have that client and that client loyalty. 96% of cruise ships are expected to operate at 100% capacity occupancy. So again, this is where technology is key, where cruises are selling out. So if you're relying on a manual process where you're phoning someone, WhatsApping someone, waiting to see if that cabin's available, chances are that cabin could disappear in that time. So technology is key to have that live availability and that live pricing. And these are all things that Traveltek can support you with. We've touched a little bit on global capacity here, but then this brings it to life about sort of how the amount of cruise ships is going to grow. So that graph is quite exciting because it shows you how much capacity we have within cruise. One thing that's key to help you grow your cruise business and make sure you have happy customers and then repeat customers is selling the right cruise to the right customers. So we kept it really, really simple here, broken it down into those 4 main sort of cruise types, be it your ocean cruise, where again, as I said, here in APAC, we have a very, very healthy offering. River cruises, absolutely booming. It's a product that has more and more demand, and this is attracting a new type of cruise passenger. Expedition cruises, places like the Antarctic are on so many people's bucket lists, and it's such a great product. And just wellness cruise, relaxation. So again, cruise ticks so many boxes for so many different people. It's really important to have the right cruise for the right customer. And this is where, again, Traveltek is great, based on how fantastic, how strong our coverage is, based on the amount of cruise lines that we work with. I'll touch on that in a few more moments. Some of this we've touched on already in the last few minutes, but how to sell more cruises and technology is key. I speak to so many clients who are using still manual processes and it's not efficient. The customer has a poor experience and it's expensive. So the cost of technology quickly outweighs sort of any cost based on A, the efficiency savings, but B, as well, that customer experience. Um, Having that diverse range of cruise products to meet your client needs is key. Um, Marketing is absolutely crucial to make sure you get those customers to you and your business. What's really exciting as well is our technology allows you to create bespoke, tailor-made cruise packages. So, for example, you can include a flight, a hotel, a transfer, an activity. And again, this is where cruise becomes really, really exciting because, as we know, the margins on a cruise are very healthy, but then the cruise can become, I guess, the main part, the main component of a holiday. But then you, as a travel agent, have the opportunity to upsell. So you can sell a flight, you can sell a hotel, you can sell an activity. So then it becomes really, really lucrative, and you're offering world-class service because you're putting together that entire holiday package for your client. And that is something that our technology helps with. Having the best deals as well, and the focus on value. So value is key. Selecting the right fare codes, for example. So some customers may want to upgrade to all-inclusive, have excursions, activities included. So again, it's using technology to make sure you offer the right product at the right price, the right customer to secure that booking. This slide here gives a very quick overview of some of our technology and some of our solutions. So our API solutions are generally geared more towards mid to large size businesses. We have direct connectivity to over 30 major cruise lines, and this then means through one API, you have all that availability, all that pricing, all that bookability, but as well as part of our API solutions, we create and put together all the content for you. Many people don't realize that even if you integrate directly with a cruise line, you're not providing the content. So what Traveltek do for you is provide you with world-class content to help your internal systems, help your websites, to help convert. So that is sort of really, really key in one of the things that we do here at Traveltek. We have white label and custom website solutions. We have great booking tools, which I will show you very shortly. And we have this packaging tools. So it means then you can really add value by creating that great bundle, great package for your client to make sure that they have an unforgettable holiday. I touched on this slightly already. So these are some of the cruise lines where we have API connectivity. We're around 35 now in total. We also have cruise lines where we then have what we call flat file pricing, the cage pricing, and the content. But this list is ever growing. And one thing great with this as well is all the pricing reflects your own commercials with a cruise line. So we're 100% technology that allows you then to negotiate the best rates, the best deals, even group rates with cruise lines. So you have complete control over your commercials, which is really, really exciting because then to help you maximize your margins, we leave you in control. So I'm going to touch on some of the technology now and give some live examples. So this is geared more towards the markets in Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. We can look at adapting it for other markets. So we have our rapid deploy website solutions. So this allows you to create a really effective, really powerful, but really quick to implement web presence. So this could be a search tab on your own site, or it could be a standalone cruise website. Again, it uses all your own commercials and it leaves you in control then of things like margins, commissions, etc. We have options where it is fully bookable online, but where customers are really, really embracing this is as a shop window. So that your end client is researching the cruise, the dates, the pricing, the cabin types, and then you get a really strong qualified lead to save your teams having to do all the work to find out exactly what the customer wants. So if we skip to just our demo site, so you can see here then how it would look. So you have complete control over the branding, all the contact us information, the image here on the homepage. You have 2 landing pages where you control your own content as well. Again, you have all the option here then to put in your own details, your own policies, etc., etc. It's 100% mobile optimized as well. So that is absolutely key to run a successful cruise business, where more and more people are doing that research online, say on a weekend, sitting on the sofa, on mobile phones, and they're just sort of browsing quite happily, finding that cruise holiday, and then generating you that lead. So you can see here what I've been talking. I've just filtered by December, and then in a split second, it's told me that we've got almost 1,400 cruises available in December. From this point then, it's fully templated, which means then you don't have to do anything to manage this. So it's a nice low maintenance option. You can see here then we have world-class filters, including destinations, cruise lines, cruise ships, departing ports, visiting ports, durations. We give you then location pricing here then for inside, outside, balcony, and suite. So again, I'm not going to go through the whole booking flow in the interest of time, but it's a great product to have that website presence and not have to worry about integrating an API or spending too long on merchandising the website. So that's a great product, and it's one that we can sort of customize for different markets across APAC as well. Let's get back to the slides. Then we have our custom websites. So we have the ability and the experience to build you whatever website you would like. So this can help you reach sort of new demographics. It's completely built to your own specifications, where there's a whole thorough design process where we build wireframes, looking at how the website looks beginning to end, the booking flow, integrating payment gateways. We have a version of WordPress we've developed called Cruise API that allows you then to control the website as well. And this is the sort of thing we've done for many major partners, including airlines, multinational travel agencies, some of the businesses I mentioned at the start. So it allows you then to have that custom built website. We've built these in dual language as well. So again, then if you are operating in a non-English speaking market, then again, we have the ability to create these websites that allow you then to have multiple languages. So again, that's something really, really key, really, really special to allow you then to stand out and have a great presence. These websites are all powered by our Cruise API. But as well then as sort of your business evolves, we can use all our other connectivity, for example, hotels or even flights, to then build you a one-stop shop website. It's a really, really exciting solution here that, again, this is tailored more towards medium and large scale businesses. We can build this across all the different countries, across Southeast Asia, across India, and then give you that world-class custom-built website. And then moving on to iSell. So iSell is our search and book application. I'll give you a quick demo of it in a moment. But one of the great things of here is the time it saves, the ease of use, the security, and the love that people have when they use this. So I'll give you a bit of a demo of how that looks in a moment. Within iSell, as well as the booking flow, then it gives you full financial control for all your other Traveltek products. So you control things like margins, discounts, currency conversion, even has a translation module in there. So, for example, if you're needed in Bahasa Indonesian, for example, then this technology allows you to translate. What I can show you before the demo there is, you may have seen on the invite then, that Traveltek are sort of pioneers in how we use AI. I'm sure every conference you go to, every conversation you have nowadays in travel is all to do with AI and how it can help your business. In many ways, we're already using AI within Traveltek, based around sort of efficiencies and sort of scalability. But we've recently launched a prototype of how AI could be used within iSell to help you as a travel agent have a new style search. So I'll show you that first of all. This is a short video, it's a couple of minutes long.
What if perfect cruise didn't need a single drop-down or filter? Meet Ava, short for AI Voyage Assistant, your ultimate guide to instant personalized cruise quotes in under 3 seconds. Using natural language, Ava instantly understands complex cruise preferences and analyses over 1,000 itineraries simultaneously. A user can type family-friendly cruise the week of June 19th in the Caribbean. AI filters 1,000 plus options, then presents personalized bookable suggestions in seconds. Or try a cruise through Asia, stopping in Hong Kong, or an Antarctic expedition in July. How it works? No more drop-downs, no more manual filters. Just type your request in iSell Connect search bar, tick your favorites, and book. Today's travelers expect instant, personalized experiences. With advanced AI now practical and accessible, Ava puts you ahead of the competition. Deliver instant, personalized quotes with AI-powered speed and scale. Brought to you by Traveltek and Traverse Automation. Built on more than 25 years of Traveltek data and 100 plus supplier connections. As travel evolves, AI is becoming an essential tool. Ava brings that capability directly into iSell Connect, so you can stay ahead. Launching soon. Be the first to test this new product in beta. Ready to transform your cruise bookings? Get in touch today.
So that is something that we're super excited about. So it's currently sort of at the testing design stage. And one thing that we at Traveltek do really well as well is get that customer feedback. So we're hearing from agents about how they would like AI to look. So rather than just launch a product that isn't what our customers want, we use our cruise expertise from technology and from product, but also liaise with our travel agent partners. So that is coming soon and is, very exciting. And the last live demo I'll show you today is iSell Connect, which is our cruise booking engine. So this is designed for travel agents within call centers, for example, home workers within physical bricks and mortar branches. So this is our licensed product, which then is a world-class booking tool for you to book your cruises. So you can see here then it looks very modern, very intuitive. So for example, if I type in NOR here for Norwegian, it's brought up all the cruise lines that feature NOR in the title, all the cruise ships, all the regions, and all the ports. So if you imagine sort of at the moment, if you're not using a system like iSell, you have a customer who says they want a cruise within Asia, within Australia, for example, and then you're having to log into 10, 15, 20 individual cruise line portals to see what's available. What iSell does, which is a great efficiency saving, is it pulls all your own contracts and commercials into this system with this world-class search functionality. So the time saving is amazing. I'll leave this blank for now, because I can show you the filters later on. Then we have a really simple, easy to use drop-down calendar. I'll go a little bit ahead into December. There's a bit better availability. So you can see then in December, straight away in a split second, it's told me that we have 1,219 cruises available based on my demo ID. The first filter here is quite simply duration. So if we go 5 to 10 nights, where there still is a massive demand for 7-night cruises, you can see then we've got 743 cruises available. So think before, if you wanted to search for cruises in December and not use a system like this, like I mentioned, you are logging into so many numerous different portals. I'll whiz through all these filters here again. So all the world-class filters. You can modify your search. Similar filters we looked at earlier. And then again, this is a great example of all the content that Traveltek feed you. So if you're an API customer, for example, you would have access to all this content that you see here as well. One thing I really love about the system, and it's a great time saver again, is it shows you the same itinerary but different sailing dates. So you and your teams don't have to search again and again. So for example, if you have a price sensitive customer, you can see here for this Western Caribbean cruise that you can save approximately $500 by going middle November rather than middle December. So again, you can upsell, you can downsell, and you have that big efficiency saving. I've got some test credentials plugged in for Norwegian, so I'll filter here by NCL. So this now will bring up all the NCL cruises then for December this year. You can see straight away again how quick that was. We give the case pricing here then for inside, outside, balcony, and suite. And this is where, again, the system's really, really good because this is fantastic for a cruise expert, because then you potentially know a lot of this information already. But a lot of our agents mainly sell sort of a handful of cruises a month, for example. So it could be a little bit nervous, could need access to information. So again, rather than having to go to countless systems, look at different ship information, etc., we put all the information here at your fingertips within this screen. So in the interest of time, I won't go through them all, but you've got the overview, which is very similar to what we see on that first page, the itinerary. So then again, you and your teams can talk about all the exciting places the ship will visit, all the ship details. So again, this is key when you're selling the right cruise to the right client. How big is the ship? What's the staff ratio to customers? How many restaurants are on board? And we outline there all the exciting features within that ship, right down to photographs of the restaurants and the descriptions. So what that means is your agents, your teams can have really exciting, really engaging conversations with the customer, all based on that information on the screen. We'll scroll down here again. So we feed you all the fare codes that are applicable to you and you've negotiated with a cruise line. You can see here where it says pink. So these are all the standard ones you've negotiated, but as well now we support groups. So say, for example, you have a group negotiated, you have a green box here, and then you will see then quite clearly it's your group rate. So again, that saves you so much time in having to manage your cruises and your group cruises manually. Then we break down all the information, the fare type for you. And again, this information that is available for our API customers. So it breaks it down really, really nicely, really clearly. And then if the customer is with you, so you don't want them to see your commission, but then quick toggle and you can see how much money you earn on that cruise as well. And we even break down here more information so you can talk about the cabin type with your customers. So again, you're not having to carry out numerous bits of research. You can see here who the cabin's perfect for, a photograph to talk about the features. And what we do as well then is really clear deck plans. So you see here, we even highlight where those cabin types are. So again, it just leads to a really, really simple, seamless customer experience. If we go through the booking flow here, select my cabin type, and then go to the next screen, and it will give me all the important information that I need about the cabin types, the rata style information. Again, these deck plans where we're highlighting exactly where those cabins are. So you can imagine how much time that saves. And again here, the API is working hard in the background. So we can see now all the cabin types within that range and the numbers and the decks which are available. So again, this is key. And if we think about something like the Disney Adventure again, when it goes on sale for the next series of cruises, this is absolutely key so that you can see which cabins are available and lock it in there and then, rather than relying on a manual process and cabins disappear while you're talking to a customer. So this system here helps you safeguard that booking and helps you have that customer satisfaction. Then we just skip through to the basket, and then it's an open basket. And what iSell does as well, like I mentioned, is support other product types. So in that open basket, you can add on, for example, a hotel. So if you're working with suppliers, like Beds Online, for example, Stuba, we can plug your credentials into iSell. So then you can add on a hotel, for example. So again, it's really exciting then, where you can really increase the value of that booking. Touched on this already, but within iSell then we have our cruise tech module. So this allows you to create really great packages, so then you can help drive sort of revenue up further, add on more products, and save you having to do it each time individually. So if you know there's a specific hotel that sells really well, you can create that as a package to save you and your team the times in having to do that again and again. So Traveltek is super popular based on the time it saves, and it's probably geared again more towards mid to large size businesses who are doing volume and selling packages, but don't want to spend the time manually creating a package each and every time. So that is the last slide. I know I've gone slightly over the 30 minutes I promised. If I let me unshare my screen one moment, and then I will go into the questions. Excellent. So I can see a couple of questions already. So one question is, can I buy cruises from you? So Traveltek, we're 100% the travel technology. So what that means is we connect you to the cruise lines that you work with. So where that's brilliant is it leaves you in complete control over things like margins, commissions, even driving an override. So it's really, really powerful that we focus on the technology rather than being a wholesaler. As well as, as soon as the wholesalers are involved, sometimes the margins can become tighter and tighter. So by us focusing 100% on technology, it means that purchasing chain is shorter and it leaves you the option to earn more commission. The one last question is, what is the price? So one of the great things about Traveltek is we're 100% modular in how we work. So we offer you the technology that you need that will bring you the efficiencies and the benefits for you and for your business. So because of that, the price varies on exactly what you need. So look at pricing then. So the next steps is sort of a more formal demo call with myself. And then we look at your exact needs, and then we work out some really competitive pricing from there. Awesome. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending. I've been relatively well behaved in my timekeeping there. Any questions, you know where I am. We will send out the recording and follow up as well over the next few days, and enjoy the rest of the day. Take care. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.